What's going on, guys? Wesley here, and today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to unlock the Dark Aether Rift for Season 3 Reloaded. Now, if you're wondering how this video came out so fast, it's because I spent all day working on it. Today is the day that Season 3 Reloaded came out, is when I recorded this. So if you don't mind, hit that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to show you how to collect all of the items in order to unlock the Dark Aether Rift in just a few minutes, as well as how you can upgrade them for the new season in order to unlock the new Rift. So getting right into things, you need to start off by doing the Union mission, which is the new Season 3 Reloaded mission for zombies. So this mission is super easy to do. I'm just going to quickly glance over it for you because this is where you actually get your first item. Just like the last Dark Aether, you get your first item and it becomes gold immediately whenever you pick it up for this mission. So what you're going to do for this mission is very simple. First of all, you need to solve a couple of puzzles. Now these puzzles are super easy, but they may be hard for some people if you don't understand what's going on. At first I did not. That first mission you just saw, you just need to find the symbols. You can kind of see the little blue light floating away, so you can kind of locate them right when you start it. Then you need to do 3 of these, which is essentially Outlast missions in separate areas of the map. They're super easy to do. Again, if you bring in a upgraded ray gun and Scorcher, you should be totally fine. I highly suggest using them. You can use whatever you want. You should bring a Scorcher wherever you go, but once you actually get to the technically 4th one, it's actually fake, and obviously it just spawns the boss. So how this boss works is pretty simple, but you need to be very careful with it. So essentially they're going to spawn elites, right? And these are essentially ads. So if you've ever played like World of Warcraft or anything like that, you need to kill the ads before you actually start killing him. You'll notice that the health bar is gray up at the top. When those ads exist, you can't hurt the boss. All right, so that is a huge thing that you now know. So again, make sure you hit that like button down below. This took me so many hours to do this, guys, and I was watching streams, I was reading guides, I was trying to figure out, you know, Reddit and all that. But anyway, so go ahead and just finish off the boss. Now once you finish off the boss, that will be the end of the mission. Almost. There's one more step that you need to do that I'm going to show you in a second. You do get the reward at this point, but you still need to make it out, and that is still part of the actual mission. So you know, Call of Duty has some interesting AI, so it's a little bit annoying getting out of here, but you need to essentially follow Dr. Jansen as well as your partner over here, Reznov, or whatever the hell his name is. I don't really like him that much, to be quite honest with you. But anyway, so you finish the mission, fly your way out of there. Make sure you take this portal at the end. Just use your Scorcher to avoid the zombies if you want. That is the entire Union mission, and guess what? You have to sit through another long cutscene that you can't skip or leave the game. So let's get into how you can get the other items. Now, it was a mystery up until a couple of hours ago, really minutes ago since the recording of this video. So I'm going to show you how you can get the other 3 items. You have the pet giraffe or whatever the hell it is, right? So you have that gold. That is good to go. I would suggest stashing it at this point. The next item that you're going to get, I thought it was killing the Stormcaller. You just need to kill zombies in the storm in general. So the Stormcaller's little storm here is the easiest place to do it. Once you kill enough zombies, you will get whatever item this is. Let's see, it is the Science Journal. So once you actually unlock the Science Journal, you are good to go there. That is 2 items, but keep in mind you still need to upgrade it. So the 3rd item that we're gonna go find is in this corner of the map. You saw me bring it up there. I believe that's the southeast corner of the map, kind of close to the new boss is what I've heard. I heard that he's in the southwest or southeast. But anyway, so follow the path that I do, and in this big bedroom on the ranch, you're gonna find this item under the bed. You go ahead and shoot that item, and what's going to happen is the entity is going to talk to you, and then the rift will spawn. So this is the 2nd item. Now this is going to be the imaginary friends node or whatever it's called. This is super easy to do. You don't have to fight anything or do anything. So as you can see here, I complete that task and I pick up this item. So now at this point you have 3 out of 4 of the items, but we still need 1 more. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. This is arguably going to be the easiest one. However, I mean, can you really get easier than shooting an item under a bed? I don't think so. So let's call it the 2nd easiest. You're going to need a pet dog for this part. So it's very simple to do. All you need to do is find your way over to a tier 2 merc camp. At least I did it at a tier 2 merc camp. Let me know down below if that works for you, or if it is a tier 1 or tier 3, like if those work as well. All I can tell you is 100% tier 2 merc camp. have your dog kill a specific soldier at the merc camp. So what I do is I attack a grunt at the merc camp, and then I let my dog do the work. So the particular NPC that you need her or him to kill is the sergeant. So what you're going to do is just allow them to clear the sergeant out, and you're going to see the rift actually spawn. So this will give you your fourth and final item. Now let's get into how to upgrade those items, because what you need to do and what you have likely done is stash some of those items, because by the way, we are at a 20 stash limit now, so you have 10 more slots. So you need to take this safe. So make sure that you stash those items in between games, unless you do it all in one game. I did it in 2 games total because I forgot my dog bone. But long story short, let's get into how to upgrade them. Alright, so to upgrade these items, what you're going to need to do is make sure that first of all you bring them all into the game. So it's super important that you have these items on you, physically in your possession, because what you're going to do is you're going to take them into the game and do a specific sequence in tier 3. So what I want you to make sure that you do is, number 1, definitely have a dog. I would highly suggest having a dog. They revive you, they distract zombies. You should also have the healing aura, as your special ability. I highly suggest that, because what you can do with that is heal your dog. So your dog can be a distraction as well as a free multiple self revives. In fact, it's unlimited self revives if you have the healing aura and you be careful. Also bring an upgraded scorcher, ray gun, perks. I mean, you're in tier 3. Just be prepared for tier 3. How's that? I would highly suggest that you have a triple pack-a-punch weapon, at least one. So where we're going to go first is we're going to go into this area, and you're going to find these purple triangles now since Season 3 Reloaded happened, and you want to shoot the symbols that I do. Now, each time that you shoot all 3 symbols for each one of these areas, there's going to be 3 total, by the way. What you're going to do is essentially find your way over to a specific spot. Now, these won't change, right? The locations won't change, so you can watch this video start to finish and know exactly where to go and how to do this. So what you want to do is essentially line it up to where the lines on all the buildings equal a triangle. So you saw it right there on the left. I know it's a little bit confusing. It's a puzzle. That's what it is. It's plain and simple. There's lines on buildings. At first I was like, what the hell is going on, right? Like, what am I supposed to do with all of this? But essentially you want to find your way over there and line them up, and you'll be able to start this. Now, when you're in the dead center of the circle, all right, keep track of what I'm saying right now. This is extremely important. In the dead center of the circle, right, of that circle right there, you can offer up an item. You have to do that in order to upgrade. You can trigger this and do nothing, and then you'll get nothing, right? So be very, very careful. But long story short, you need to kill these zombies in the circle, just like we did with that, with the Union mission, right? With the Outlast, I put that in quotes, contract, right? Essentially, you need to complete this. Now, once you complete it, the triangle will turn red and a elite will spawn. All right. Now, these are not the normal type of elites, at least from a general perspective. This one is a dog, right? And then on another one, I had a mangler, and I had a whatever the other one is called, a mimic on the last one. So anyway, long story short, you have to kill this boss in order to get your item. That is the last step for each one of these. So I'm going to show you each different location, but I want to show you right here, this was my strategy. All right, so I highly suggest, again, upgraded ray gun, upgraded scorcher. Those are my 2 high suggestions, because generally speaking, you can fly around. Just watch out for zombies throwing meat at you, and you can avoid them, fly back, and then keep shooting the boss. So it's actually possible to do solo. And again, if you have a pet dog, I would actually suggest bringing multiple bones, because mine died in the middle of the second one, I believe it was. Anyway, so it gets exceptionally harder. So the second one is located over here. I don't bring up my map in this clip, but you can see where I am in tier 3. It's very, very obvious. It's the left courtyard, so it's the one with the checkerboards over to the left. You can see it there. So what you want to do is essentially find your way onto the ground. You can see there's the triangle there. Now this one's a little bit more trickier because there's a ton of zombie spawns around here. This is a very populated area, so you need to be very careful here. If you're doing this with your friends, that's totally fine. It should be very easy to do. Keep in mind, if you are into glitches, you can Tombstone duplication glitch these items. So once you complete it, you can share it with your friends. You can check out that in my all working glitches compilation, which I will have linked below. But anyway, shoot all of the symbols just like I just showed you, and then what you want to do is find the point that it aligns. Now it's going to be right here on this walkway. This is arguably the easiest one. You have a lot of places where zombies can come from, but they have to mantle, they have to come from long distances. So your ray gun and scorcher help out a lot. Again, scorcher really for escaping and things of that nature, but the ray gun is really good for knocking enemies down and also kind of AoE attacks, right? If you shoot, I always like to shoot at the feet of zombies, right? because what it'll do is any zombies that are around, it'll damage, as well as it's very good at damaging zombies anyway, because typically speaking, I've noticed there's not a lot of crawlers in the new zombies, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Let me know down below if you have, but like I've noticed that like there's not a lot of crawlers like there used to be in like World at War or any really Cold War, any past zombies at all, right? There's a ton less. But anyway, my boss actually got glitched on this, so that was super easy. So anyway, I was able to kill him with my Scorcher. Now I have 3 out of 4 gold items. This is huge. So we're already almost done, and I got some good news for you. The last spot is right behind where you were. Literally drop off, and here you are right here. Now I would suggest bringing decoy grenades because it makes this a lot easier, but I cleared out the area instead. So shoot the 3 symbols in the directions and in the locations rather that I just did, and find your way over to the point. Now it took me a second to figure this one out. This is literally live footage of me trying to figure this out, but it's actually pretty quick. So I look over to the left here and I can see it's leading, and then I'm like, oh, here's a point. So you really just look for the points in the triangle, look for the 3, you know, different possible spots, and you'll find it. It's that easy. They're all triangles. So anyway, the location to actually perform the ritual, like actually trigger it, is within that hut. That took me a while. I actually almost died doing that. And then once you have it activated, remember to activate it every single time that you start these. It's super important, because if you complete these or you fail them, I've seen people fail them. Like I was watching Dalek on his stream, he failed it on one and it actually didn't let him do it again. So even if you complete it successfully, I also saw in this, because I wanted to like do the same location 3 times, right? You can't. You have to do all 3, or you do 1, leave the game, 1, leave the game, and like you can repeat the same area if you wanted to, but that's stupid. Just do it all in 1 game. So anyway, so I have all 4 items. Now what you want to do is make your way over to the storm that is in tier 3. All right, this is super important. You need to make sure that you're careful with this, because if you die with all of these items and you don't have a dog or self-revive or whatever, or friends to actually pick you up, then you are screwed. So as you can see here, I don't have a dog at this point. Keep that in mind. I freaked out at this point. I was like, no, I'm not losing. So anyway, there's symbols on each one of these little pedestals. You can see it right there. You can see the giraffe on that one. Place the corresponding item in there, and congratulations, you have unlocked the new Dark Aether. Now, if you're watching up until this point, I don't know, comment the word bananas or something like that. Listen, I really appreciate you watching this video. I'm a small-time YouTuber, and I appreciate every single one of my subscribers that have subscribed. So if you're currently a subscriber, I just want to personally say thank you. I've seen a lot of success lately, and I just really appreciate all the love and everything like that. And look, the server literally lagged here, and I had all of these elites spawn. Look at that mini map at the top left. Now, I killed most of them, but I actually lost the boss. I don't know what his name is. You'll see it on the abomination. I'll let this clip play, right? I'll let you know, if you want to watch it, it's just me killing some of the ads and then leaving the game. I'll let you watch that, but listen, look, I'm trying to recruit people on the right, but anyway, I really appreciate you watching is what I'm trying to say. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. Those are the ways that you can support me, and helps the algorithm, helps recommend it to other people. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.